If you're thinking about applying for Social Security disability, do you know how much you're going to get? Do you know how they work it out? It might not even be worth your time. The frustration and time to apply because your amount might be so low. So let's talk about how they figure out how much you're going to get. Social Security is pay to play. They take money out of every one of your paychecks. You might have noticed that. FICA, your FICA tax. You have a FICA for Social Security. You have a FICA for Medicare. So you can check on every pay stub. My daughter just started working. She's like, can you explain this to me? And I remember that same thing, like, what is happening to my check? That is money that is coming out of every check involuntarily, right? And if you become disabled, however much money you paid in, however long you paid in and much you paid in will determine how much you get upon being deemed disabled. So you might not get very much money and it might not be worth your time to apply. So go set up a free account at socialsecurity.gov. It'll give you an estimate if you became disabled today, based on your earnings you paid in thus far, how much you would get. That's information right there at your fingertips. So unlike military disability, being sicker doesn't get you more money. If you are a disabled veteran, you might get a 10% rating because of a shoulder impingement, because of the flak vest. You might get 20% impingement because you fell off a carrier and you hurt your hip. So that's 30, and you might get another 50% because of maybe hearing, you lost your hearing. So your total rating is 70%, whatever it is. Social Security federal disability does not work that way. You're either disabled or you're not. They don't give you more if you are sicker like the military does. They give you more if you worked more and you paid in more. So this is a disability pay rate. It shows a single filer, if he was 100% rated, he was going to get $3,300. If he was only 60% rated, he was going to get $1,200. If he was only 30% rated. And so a lot of vets, they're familiar with that. And so they think Social Security disability is going to work and say, no, it is not. You can get both veterans disability and federal Social Security disability, and they don't hurt each other. This one doesn't reduce this one or anything. You can get both, two separate systems. But you have to know, if you are a veteran and you're applying for Social Security disability, just because you're deemed permanent and total disability by the VA doesn't mean you're guaranteed to get federal Social Security. And a good indicator that you won't get approved is, are you working? Federal Social Security wants you not to be working, not to be able to do any work. Whereas to get military disability, you could be able to work. So again, before you go to the trouble, the hassle, to file for federal Social Security disability, go set up a free account. Go see how much money you could possibly get. And it might be worth it, but then know that it is still not a slam dunk to get it. It's still hard to get. And then if you do get approved for Social Security disability, that's it. That is your level for the rest of your life. You're like, well, it's not that much. And I'm 60. It's not that much, but it'll surely go up when I hit 62. Everybody seems to think that. No. Well, it'll go up when I hit 65. No, 65 is not relevant. It is from Medicare. How about 67, my full retirement age? No. When you get approved for Social Security disability, they're going to take the amount that you would have gotten at your full retirement age. Anybody born in 1960 or thereafter, your full retirement age, like mine, is 67. So you got approved for disability out here at 60. They're going to give you that amount you would have gotten had you lived till 67. They're going to give it to you the day you became disabled, the age you became disabled at 60. So you're already getting your full retirement amount. So everybody's hoping that that amount is going to get higher as they hit these other age milestones. No, you're already getting it. Now, you might get a cost of living increase. Some years we get those in January, some years we don't. But you're not going to get a higher payment because you got older. Or if you get sicker, you might have gotten approved for disability because of blindness. And now you also have cancer. You're not going to get more because you're sicker. Like I said, that's how the military system works. Your disability is also not impacted by marriage. So I put the hearts up there. Because a lot of people are nervous. They're like, can I get married? Yeah, you can marry somebody. You can marry a millionaire. Disability means that you are unable to do any type of work. Federal disability means you can't work full time. You can marry somebody. You can marry a rich person. Their income doesn't impact you. It's your income. You could also be rich and be on disability. You could have a huge stock portfolio. You could live in a mansion. You could have oil revenues. Disability means you're not able to work. It doesn't mean you don't have any income. It doesn't mean you don't, which would be all those sources of passive income. It doesn't mean you don't have any assets. It doesn't mean you're poor. That's something else. That's SSI, Supplemental Security Income, Medicaid. You can be rich and be on disability, but you can't continue to work, okay? If you do, you will lose your income. How can we help? Our company, the Medicare Family, we help people that have been approved for Social Security disability once they've been on it for 2 years, because that's when your Medicare kicks in, after 2 years. So call us, we'll help you navigate the Medicare maze. But if you need help applying for Social Security disability, you need to work with an attorney that specializes in Social Security disability. That's your best way to get approved the fastest.
If you like this video, you might really like this video. Check it out. And we'd appreciate if you subscribe to our channel so you never miss a great video. We put out one every week. Check in the description below this video for a link to our cheat sheet on Social Security and Medicare. And you can also give us a comment. If you have a specific question, always feel free to call us or email us at the Medicare Family.